4 days before the one-year anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, American President Joe Biden paid a surprise visit to Kyiv. This was his maiden visit as the US President. The American President promised $500 million more of weaponry, including artillery ammunition, anti-armor systems and air defense radars. Plus, claims he will impose even tougher sanctions on Russia.
Air raid sirens blared across the Ukrainian capital Kyiv on the 20th of February, but there were no reports of Russian missiles or airstrikes. It was US President Joe Biden visiting Kyiv for talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
Democracy stands. The Americans stand with you, and the world stands with you. Kyiv has captured a part of my heart, I must say. I've come here 6 times as Vice President, once as President.
The 20th of February marks the deaths of more than 100 people, now known as the Heavenly 100, at anti-government protests that eventually toppled a Moscow-backed president in 2014. The US President's unannounced visit to Kyiv on this day is a significant one. The two presidents together paid respects at Kyiv's Wall of Remembrance at Mikhailivka Square, featuring thousands of portraits of soldiers who've died since Russia annexed Crimea in 2014. Bugles were sounded as taps in the early hours as the two leaders honored the fallen. Wreaths in the red, white and blue of the United States and yellow and blue of Ukraine were laid at the memorial.
That dark night, 1 year ago, the world was literally at the time bracing for the fall of Kyiv. Seems like a lot longer ago than a year, but think back to that year. Perhaps even the end of Ukraine. You know, 1 year later, Kyiv stands, and Ukraine stands. Democracy stands. The Americans stand with you, and the world stands with you.
I've taken the decision
The final assault that marks the beginning of the Russian invasion of Ukraine happened on the 24th of February. Just days before the anniversary of the beginning of this war, the US President's visit is a mark of clear diplomatic escalation against Russia. The US has pledged big arms to Ukraine, including artillery ammunition, anti-armor systems and air surveillance radars. Security was at its peak in Kyiv as the US President visited the capital city. Ukrainians were moved by the US President's bold move.
This was as unexpected for me as for anyone else. It's a very pleasant surprise. This visit is an important step by President Biden, and I hope that news on military assistance will follow this step. I don't think Biden would have come here without announcing important long-awaited aid for us. F-16s, for example.
This is unexpected, but very joyful. It's very nice. We saw the videos from St. Michael's Square on Telegram, and they brought me to tears.
A year since the Russian invasion, Ukraine today needs the West to match up their promises with actual delivery of arms and ammunition. The US President's visit at this point plays a crucial role to keep allies unified in their support for Ukraine, as the war is expected to intensify with both sides preparing for spring offensives. Bureau Report, India Today.